Sunetra Pawar, wife of Ajit Pawar, is set to take oath as the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra today. This marks the first woman who has held such a position in the state. Sunetra will be taking on the charge after her husband and Nationalist Congress Party chief Ajit Pawar died in a tragic plane crash in Baramati on Wednesday. Senior NCP leader and State Cabinet Minister Chhagan Bhujbal said the NCP plans to hold its legislature party meeting around 2 p.m. local time to choose its new legislature party leader. Earlier, talking to reporters at the NCP office, Bhujbal said that Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has conveyed no objection to Sunetra Pawar's oath-taking ceremony, provided a decision was in place. However, NCP SP chief and Ajit Pawar's uncle, Sharad Pawar, has clarified that he and his family were clueless about Sunetra Pawar's cabinet move and obtained this piece of information from media reports itself. Sharad Pawar also claimed that Ajit Pawar wanted to merge both the factions of the NCP. He said that the merger will be a fitting tribute to his late nephew. This was also reportedly confirmed by a close aide to Ajit Pawar. Now, Sunetra Pawar served as NCP's sitting member of parliament in the Rajya Sabha. However, she is not a member of either house of the Maharashtra legislature. She will also handle the excise and sports ministries, earlier held by her husband. Born in a political family, Sunetra built her public profile through social work, environmental advocacy and administrative roles. And for more on this, our principal correspondent Disha Yadav, who's been closely tracking the developments, is joining us live from Vidhan Bhavan in Mumbai. Disha, well, this is the big news that's coming in from Maharashtra, Sunetra Pawar's nomination, and she has also become the first woman to hold such a post. How should we read into this latest developments? Get us the latest updates on that.
Well, absolutely. The state of Maharashtra is set to get first woman as the Deputy Chief Minister in the form of Sunetra Pawar. Remember, this is a very big development because the state has never ever had a woman representing such a powerful and prestigious position, if you can say. And secondly, of course, it will also help to continue the legacy that Ajit Pawar really had in Maharashtra politics. So the entire purpose of appointing Sunetra Pawar, and it got agreed without no objection, is because they wanted the leadership to continue within the Ajit Pawar family itself. And Sunetra Pawar, she's already the member of the parliament, so she has certain knowledge of how politics really works, and that is why she was an ideal choice for this position, is what we are being told by the very close officials. And how do we read it further? Because remember, it is quite important that first Ajit Pawar's legacy and the leadership will continue. Now it will be his wife who will really lead the role, and she will be taking oath at about 5 p.m. today as the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Before that, at about 2 p.m, all the NCP MLAs will be meeting at Vidhan Bhavan. They will have a quick round of meeting to discuss her future role as well. Of course, after becoming the Deputy Chief Minister, she'll also be handling the sports portfolio, which the late Ajit Pawar used to really lead before. So they'll be discussing the future role as well, and of course what is the next course of action. Why this decision was taken in the span of 3 days alone? Because we are expecting the Zilla Parishad elections to take place on 7th of February, and right before that as well, the NCP did not wanted any break up in terms of no space to be left and vacant, so that the decisions, the power making, all of that should not be affected before the elections, because this is also considered quite crucial for the Maharashtra politics. So overall what we are looking at, Sunetra Pawar will be taking oath as the Deputy Chief Minister at 5 p.m. today here in Mumbai. She's already reached the city late last night yesterday, and we will be looking for the developments ahead.
Absolutely, Disha. While the state is still in mourning, the question of what next seems to be looming large. And now the NCP merger is also again the question. And Sharad Pawar has confirmed that Ajit Pawar, in fact, did wanted that merger. And he also said that how he was unaware about Sunetra Pawar's nomination. Now, in light of all of these developments, what are the next flashpoints or signals that we should be looking out for in the coming days?
after the sudden tragic death of Ajit Pawar, all of these news really came to light that how it was Ajit Pawar himself who had made this first move of merging both the NCP factions together. Remember, there are two NCP parties right now, one led by Ajit Pawar, which is in the ruling party, and one led by Sharad Pawar, which is in the opposition party. So what we understand that a very close aide, and now even Sharad Pawar has really confirmed that it was Ajit Pawar indeed who wanted to merge. But however, we are not too sure about how BJP wanted this entire move to be, because remember, merging both the NCP parties would mean that, of course, having some or the other differences in the Mahayuti ruling government as well, because obviously they all have different ideologies when it comes to Maharashtra politics. So how the BJP really wanted this we are not sure of, because none of the BJP officials have really responded to this at the given point in time. It was only a thought that Sharad Pawar and of course his close aide had also put that it was Ajit Pawar who wanted the NCP factions together. Now in the future, how will we look at this? Because now Sunetra Pawar has also come into the picture, Ajit Pawar's wife. So we will have to see how this equation really works, and whether this works in very soon in this month only, like in February after elections, or whether it will be announced before elections. All of this is, there is a quite uncertainty at this point in time, because the word is coming only from the NCP side of a faction. We are yet to hear any conversations or communication from the ruling government.
Of course, Disha, this is a big development and we'll have to see how this shapes the political dynamic within the party. But for now, thank you so much for getting us all those comprehensive details.